Let me ask you something. What if the real problem isn't you? It's what your childhood taught you to feel? When you were growing up, who taught you how to handle pain? Who sat with you and said it's okay to cry? It's okay to feel lost. Let me show you how to get through this. For most of you watching, nobody did. You were told to be strong, to move on, to stop being so sensitive. And now here you are, carrying wounds you don't even have names for. Wondering why you feel broken. Wondering why healing feels so impossible. I want you to hear this today. You are not broken. You were just never taught. Think about everything you were taught growing up. Math. Reading. How to tie your shoes. But who taught you how to process grief? How to sit with anger without exploding? How to recover from rejection? How to love yourself when someone made you feel worthless? Nobody. Because most of our parents were never taught either. They were carrying their own unhealed wounds while trying to raise us. They gave us what they had. And what they had was survival, not healing. So we learned to survive too. We learned to swallow pain. To stay busy so we don't have to feel. To pretend we're okay, because showing pain felt weak, or dangerous, or pointless. And we carried that all the way into adulthood. Into our relationships. Into our careers. Into the way we talk to ourselves at 2 a.m. when everything feels like too much. Here is what nobody ever tells you. The emotions you were not allowed to feel as a child didn't disappear. They went underground. And they became the invisible walls of a prison you didn't even know you were living in. Your childhood didn't just shape your memories, it shaped the way you see yourself. The way you receive love. And the way you respond to pain today. The child who was told don't cry became the adult who can't ask for help. The child who was ignored became the adult who feels invisible in every room. The child who was controlled became the adult who can't make a single decision without fear. Do you see yourself in any of this? Here's what nobody tells you about unhealed wounds: they don't stay quiet. They show up everywhere. They show up when someone raises their voice and your whole body freezes, not because of them, but because of someone from your past. They show up when someone gets too close and something inside you says leave before they hurt you. They show up in the way you shrink yourself in rooms where you should belong. They show up when you self-sabotage the very things you worked so hard for, because deep down a wounded version of you doesn't believe you deserve them. They show up as anxiety, as anger that comes out of nowhere, as numbness, as perfectionism, as people-pleasing, as walls so thick that even love can't get through. These are not character flaws. These are survival responses from a child who had to figure out pain alone. So before we talk about healing, I need you to understand one thing. You are not healing from weakness. You are healing from survival. You did what you had to do to get through. And it worked. It kept you safe. But that same survival mode is now keeping you stuck. And that changes everything about how we approach healing. I want to clear something up, because so many people misunderstand this. Healing does not mean forgetting what happened. Healing does not mean pretending it didn't hurt. Healing does not mean becoming the person you were before the pain. That person is gone. And honestly, that's okay. Real healing means this. It means what happened to you no longer controls you. It means you can remember the wound without living inside it. It means you stop punishing yourself for scars you didn't ask for. It means you learn, maybe for the first time, how to feel your feelings without being destroyed by them. That is the healing nobody taught us. And it is learnable. No matter how old you are. No matter how long you have been carrying for this. It is never too late to learn. Let me give you real starting points. No theory. Actual steps. Step 1. Name what happened. Not to blame. Not to stay stuck, but because pain you cannot name is pain you cannot heal. Say it out loud or write it down. I was hurt by this. This affected me. That is not weakness. That is the beginning. Step 2. Become curious about your reactions. Next time you overreact or shut down or feel triggered, instead of judging yourself, get curious. Ask, where is this really coming from? Most reactions are not about the present moment. They are echoes of an old wound. Step 3. Give yourself what you needed then. The comfort nobody gave you as a child, give it to yourself now. Speak to yourself with kindness. Rest without guilt. Cry without shame. This is called reparenting, and it is one of the most powerful healing tools that exists. Step 4. Get support. Healing alone is hard. Whether it's therapy, a trusted person, a community, find somewhere safe to process. You were never meant to carry this alone. And asking for help is not weakness, it is the bravest thing you can do. The fact that you are still hurting does not mean you are weak. It means you have been carrying something heavy with no map, and no guide, and no one telling you that healing was even possible. You were doing the best you could with what you were given. But now you know more. And knowing more means you can do more. You can choose differently. You can heal intentionally. You can break cycles that have run in your family for generations. And that is one of the most powerful things a human being can do. If you grew up feeling like something was wrong with you, I want you to hear this one more time. Nothing was wrong with you. You were just a child in an environment that didn't know how to hold your pain, but you are not a child anymore. And today, you choose to learn what nobody taught you. Consider yourself not broken, not too damaged, not too late. Consider yourself a healer in the making. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it. From pain to power.